I was working one night with another coworker, and we had a guy come in a couple hours before, and he bought a hub assembly because he was just needing his front wheel bearings, but the bearings didn't come by themselves, they came with the whole hub. And apparently the bearing he needed didn't come with the hub, but he didn't say that before, and we even opened the box up and let him look at it, and he said, "Is this everything you're gonna need?" And he said, "Yeah, I just gotta go put it on. My truck's broken down on the side of the road." So I'm like, all right, let's get going with it. So we checked him out, did all this, did all that, loaned him some tools to go put it in with, and left. Didn't see him until probably 8:30. We close at 9, and he came back in, and immediately, right as he walked in the door, he said, "Call your manager, we're gonna have a problem." Well, I just looked, because I didn't recognize who it was at first, and I was just like, no, he's at home, maybe asleep, he's with his wife, he's not gonna get called. Whatever it is, we can work out here. And he just said, well, I'd rather him be on the phone to hear this. And we finally got him through his head that, no, we're not calling our manager because you have a problem. And he came back in the store and he said, "I need my bearings." And we're just like, what bearings? Because we didn't remember the guy. Because I mean, we have people that come in every day with looking for the same stuff, for the same kind of, I mean, it's just no big deal to us. And he said, "The hub you sold me earlier didn't have the right bearings I need in it." And I was like, okay, let's look them up again, and we'll look. So we looked it all back up, and the bearings he told us this time didn't come with the hub, but he still needed the hub, he just didn't get the bearings. And he said, "Well, I'm not paying for those bearings, they should already been in there. You told me they were in there." I'm like, "No sir, I didn't." He said, "Yes you did, I have him as my witness." And he had a guy come in beside him that came in earlier, and the other dude was he just shook his head like, "I don't want to be here, but sure, I'm stuck with the dude." So finally we went back and forth. I kept saying, "We showed you what was in the package. If you couldn't have seen what you were buying, why'd you buy it?" And so he's finally like, "Well, I'm just not paying for the bearings." And then he said, "But they're mine." And we're like, well, we rang them up and said, "All right, that's $4. He said, "Okay, who's paying it?" "I'm not. They're already my bearings. I already paid for them." Like, "No, you didn't. They're right here." He said, "No, but I paid for them right here." And he pointed to his ticket of the thing he already bought before, which didn't have them in there. And because it was late, we were trying to close, I didn't have time to deal with it, so I just said screw it. So I put them under my account, and I just paid for them and let him have it. I hadn't seen that guy back in since, and he came back the next day and apologized. And that's my worst customer service ever.